What's up YouTube, this is Black Dude here. I pardoned myself for the last upload. I just wanted to get this news out as quickly as possible, and it was really late at night. But anyway, welcome to Korner, and yeah, this is just something that I want to talk about the new forms. I want to talk about them a little bit more in detail. This is just purely my expectation, or hypothesis, prediction, however you want to call it. So I'm gonna start off with the Pokemon on the left, which is the Zekrom fusion. And you're probably thinking, oh, is Yu-Gi-Oh a ripoff, blah blah blah. Okay, maybe you're right, but it looks pretty cool. We might have to get used to it. I mean, this happened before. We had to get used to some other stuff when early 5th gen came out. The black and white one, quote unquote. But yeah, let's talk about this Pokemon. So looking at it. Now, before I start off with this Pokemon, I want to, draw to your attention about the story behind Reshiram and Zekrom. They originally used to be one dragon. I'm sure they mentioned that in the games, and because two people had, different ideals, the dragons eventually split up, and this became Reshiram and Zekrom. And Kyurem, I would assume, is supposed to represent the empty shell of that dragon. Thus being an ice type. Ice type, emptiness. I don't know, that's what they'll, if you look at Kyurem in Bulbapedia, then you will see something there. But anyway, enough about that. Now, basically, I think what Kyurem can do is that it can fuse with one of the two separated dragons, as you can see right here. So, back to the Pokemon on the left, we see a Zekrom fusion. So, by the looks of it, because ice represents emptiness, the ice type in emptiness, and since there's no longer an emptiness in it, I would assume the ice type is removed, and thus creates a new type called... actually, then again, forget what I just said. I think the dragon part will be removed, and I think what the intention here is to introduce two new types. One being electric and ice, and the other one being fire and ice, which is a unique type which has not been done in Pokemon before. So it would make pretty much a good amount of sense to introduce these new types, as you can see. So looking into this Pokemon, electric and ice, well, not many there's new weaknesses. There's ground, and that's pretty much it really. And it does resist flying, of course. So not much weaknesses as opposed to this form. Electric and ice, defensively not very good, of course, because ice is such a rubbish defensive type, and electric do tend to be more on the offensive side as well. So this Zekrom fusion could be a really good offensive type, although it could be defensive. It could be defensive as well, but it could be a physically orientated kind of Pokemon. Because Zekrom is physically orientated as opposed to Reshiram, who is especially offensive orientated. So I don't know. What I'm trying to get around here is that the Zekrom fusion could be the defensive type of the form, as opposed to Reshiram being the offensive type of the form. That's what I'm really trying to get at. I'm trying to think, will the Zekrom fusion form have some sort of defensive traits this time round, or will it still be offensive like its like its counterpart, the fire and ice typing? That I would think it would be fire and ice typing, but I'm just saying that as it goes. Yeah, because if you look over to the fire and ice typing, it is very weak to Stealth Rocks, as you can see. As you will notice that both ice types and fire types have a weakness to Stealth Rocks. So Volcarona or Hello. So yeah, I'm hoping this one will be the more offensive variant, because if this happens to be a defensive kind of form, then that would be really bad, because 2 times weak to Stealth Rocks, you're already raped by half when you're coming in. So I'm hoping this one's going to be the more offensive orientated one, as opposed to the other form. If its stats are distributed the same as say Shaman S, with its offensive, special attacks and speed being way up than usual, then hopefully this Pokemon could look really, really good, because the Reshiram fusion has the Bolt Beam Stab. Well, actually not Bolt Beam Stab. That's the Zekrom fusion. My bad. But yeah, it could really do well, because you got both stab on ice and ice and electric. So it's really good, because Bolt Beam is really useful in most tiers anyway. So this Pokemon, if it happens to be offensive, if both happen to be offensive, then I'm thinking the Bolt Beam one would be used a lot more, because you have that stab on them. and it's a really good combo in general. As for the fire one, well, if you're going to use fire in Ubers, you're more likely going to use Reshiram itself, so I don't know, we'll see how it is. Well, that's just my hypothesis on the Kyurem Korner, so that'll be it. And if you guys liked it, then you're welcome to leave a like. I want to address something here. Last month, throughout the past few days of the the videos I uploaded, that I haven't been receiving many likes. Okay, I'm gonna pardon myself on that because the uploads that I did recently weren't very good. I mean, I was sick on one and I lost on like 2, and the one that I did win, I didn't do any commentary on it. I'm not sure if you guys like it more, but I would assume you do like it more because that's what everyone else is doing. But yeah, I just wanna just say that the uploads that I will upload sooner or later, I'll please hope that they will be liked a bit more, maybe like 20 likes minimum or so, because I'm trying to upload stuff for you guys to enjoy. In return, I'll only ask you to like it as opposed to just watching it. And the comments, well, you can leave a comment if you want, but it's just that I'd prefer likes over comments, but you can do both if you want. It's just that that's all I ask, really. That's all I ask. And yeah, sooner or later I will upload a battle, but anyway, that'll be it. And as for the uploads in general, I have a few uploads backed up in my computer. I'm just trying to get a lot of content ready so that I can upload it on on a general scale. So yeah, that'll be it, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.